Welcome back to Kitchen Table Talks, and we will be continuing from our episode on transitioning to adulthood. Before we left off, we're talking about a number of things, and our next question now, which for me is the most important one, is what motivates you?
I think what motivates me is all that I know I could be. So every day, for me, it's about improving myself, getting better at doing what I do, learning different skills, generally just improving myself.
I found that really interesting because for me it's more of like knowing that I have so much to give and knowing that, you know, in this life, using your own talents really better, you know,
The life of
others in the society. Especially as especially as young women, being educated, having all this, to me education is privilege. So having this privilege of being in the know and basically how I can do it. So me every day waking up, and of course TED Talks motivate me. So having
I don't really watch it.
Motivates me to basically continue asking, continue being inquisitive,
being curious.
Being curious, continue the whole conversation about what can I, give back to my society to really move forward. You know, so to me that's my own motivation. Yeah.
I would say before it used to be fear.
Fear of failure, or just fear of.
It's more of a fear of. It's a fear.
Yeah,
It's a fear of failure. It's a fear of not reaching the goal or not getting to a point in life where I feel like I should be. The fear that I'm going to have like this ceiling in terms of what I can achieve or where I can be or what I can actually do. And I'm never really going to be able to break through that ceiling. That was for a very, very long time the biggest thing for me, especially when I got out of university. But slowly it's kind of moved from that. It moved from that into. It's hard to actually kind of put it into words what it's been, because now fear doesn't really motivate me anymore, because it's not that I have an absence of fear, but I don't really consider fear to be a factor in my decision. So whenever I'm going into something, I don't like to think of it like, okay, what's going to happen if I'm going to fail, or what's going to happen if I don't get this right, or what's going to happen next. I don't think about things like that anymore, which I used to do before.
Yeah.
I used to, when I used to go for job interviews, I used to go for interviews and I would say, okay, what's your biggest strength or something? And I was like, oh, I consider all the options. I plan for if we fail, and if I plan for if we pass or something. And somebody told me, well, that's a very negative. It's not very negative.
Like planning to fail?
Yeah, because it's not planning to fail, because we see it this way, right? And this was from when I was in my master's university and doing the present thing. If I've prepared such that if we fail, I have a backup plan. Is that not better than not
being
planning?
caught unawares?
Exactly, and then when you're caught unawares, then you have to start thinking on your feet and what you do next. Then you might waste time doing a number of. That's how I used to see it.
I think that really goes back to how we see failure, and especially in this stage in life where if you fail, it's kind of okay. Not that it's over, but it's seen as a very bad thing. But the truth is that in a lot of things, especially when you're taking risks, in a lot of things you're going to fail. And if you learn, and there's also like the tendency to really embrace failure as a great thing. It's not a bad thing, but it's not a great thing either. Yeah, I think it's a very it's part of life.
I understand, but it's kind of difficult, especially when it's one of those things. I know we've spoken about a number of things where it's easier said, not it's easier said than done, but when you're hearing it from someone, it's easier to.
No, but like it's easier said than done, yes, but it's good to tell people that it happens, especially in social media where we're so bent on talking about our successes and talking about how we're advancing, and people tend to feel that, okay, if I'm feeling that I'm doing something wrong or I'm really off, whereas I'm like, sometimes you're not doing as bad as you think you are, because failure is part of life. And if we're only talking about all the good things we're doing, then people that are failing or feel like
they're left behind.
They feel like they're left behind. So that's why I think we need to change how we see failure, not as a terribly bad thing, but not as, oh, you have to, okay, everything you do, you plan to fail, that kind of thing.
Because there's an interesting point you mentioned actually, which I would actually love to hear everybody's point of view, like both of you. When you brought up the not the idea, but the fact that social media plays a huge part in how people perceive what failure is and perceive how failure has an impact. Because like you mentioned, everybody, whenever you're going on social media, me personally, I'm not going to go and post, oh, I failed my exams,
Yeah.
for example.
Nobody wants to see that. It's like attracting self-pity, and really, I don't want self-pity.
Exactly.
Like, when you're trying to like show all sides of you, it's like, am I really going to post how I feel? Because it's like, oh, sorry. I don't want sorry, but at the same time, I don't want to just make it seem like I'm always on that success roll and things like that.
I mean, that's also tied to, and that's what I wanted to say as we were talking. That's also tied to like peer pressure and also like, what can we put out there? What are we supposed to do? Especially with like young Nigerians, young Africans, people do not celebrate failure.
Yeah.
Say they do not even bring it on the surface level. I remember I heard a story about a young Nigerian girl in New York who committed suicide because she was caught cheating on her German exam. You know, that whole fear of being exposed, or that was like a failing point. And unfortunately, the girl is dead now because we grew up in houses where our parents did not, teach us per se that it's okay. It's just part of life.
Like what I'm saying, it's not like we celebrate failure, but it's not that failure is the end of it all.
But with this whole peer pressure and social groups, to you, especially whether we like it or not, our Nigerian culture is really not materialistic per se, but there's this whole mentality of we want to belong, but keeping up appearances.
Exactly.
And for keeping up appearances is per se that the one living the best life. You're the one that has everything. You have the latest brand, the job. There's nothing wrong. You're the one that's always putting the picture of new job, new car key. New job, new car key.
Everybody's guilty.
Everybody is guilty in their own something.
Yeah.
But sometimes we're the ones causing for our own peers. Because I know some friends of mine who have gotten, D's in classes. But, to them, when somebody asks, oh, how are you doing in class? Like, man, I'm doing well, just manage the B plus. But, correct. Oh, you mean while you're going back to your room to kind of struggle?
Yeah.
Thinking maybe you might not even be able to graduate. Why? Because you are not being
that culture,
yourself.
yeah.
Check out this whole idea. Imagine you inviting your parents for your graduation. They show up. Your name is not on the list, first of all, or your name is on the list, whatever. But you tell them what's for your graduation when you yourself know you're not even graduating. I've heard about a story like that. It's that bad. A young Nigerian guy, very so family, they all went, and this guy wasn't graduating. By the time they were calling this guy probably found his way out, and at the end of the parents are worried, not even that, or why they were actually asking, why didn't you tell us? It's not that bad. It's so that whole conversation of us trying to really start this conversation, especially in our peer groups, that's okay, failure is okay. And people need to start learning, let's just try to be our authentic selves.
The thing is, I don't know, I see it, I might have a different view from both of you, but I do agree in terms of how social media is materialistic.
Materializing the situation.
There's a lot of that. And the only thing is, if let's say somebody chooses to say, okay, yeah, let's say they're failing or something, but they choose to appear like they're really successful when they really aren't, right? Why should we really take it upon ourselves to have an issue with that and say, okay, they're raising a materialistic, God, this word is so difficult. Sorry. A materialistic culture, right? When at the end of the day, if let's say the person is choosing to push themselves in that way, if it's not acceptable to me personally, fine. But then I don't have to kind of make it such that because I don't say that it's wrong to do that, because social media is not a real life.
Confused.
I think it's just trying to say that
it's kind of
each his own.
Exactly. If you choose to say you want to post everything,
no, that's not my issue.
With
my
that.
issue is that my issue is when people are not able to be authentic or true to who they really are. And
that was the kind of thing I was going to get into the next part.
You guys, but that's the whole issue. I think the underlying message is that we young Africans, we don't practice vulnerability.
Exactly. That's my thing.
It's like when you hear your friend. Okay, if I was your friend and I told you, okay, Obi, I'm depressed, I have depression. What is your first?
Have you prayed?
Okay, honestly, I wouldn't say that. That's if you're thinking I was been
Nigeria,
that would be the first thing to
depression, that's for white people.
Have you prayed about it or something? But then, for me, I've kind of learned that I've tried to become a better person in terms of like, okay, I'll try and find out why you're depressed and see what I can do to help. But then that alone took time in terms of like me trying to find out how to be myself as a person.
But you're lucky enough that it's you or people. That's the thing. If
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm saying we have to maybe we have to be a brother's keeper, right?
Yeah. The kind of culture we're building is such that we can't be true, we can't be vulnerable. Because like sometimes you might even express, okay, I'm going through this, and someone might just brush.
They would just tell you, yeah, maybe be fine. It's all this like the film you're watching or something like that.
Yeah, you know all these things. And I think
change your mentality.
Yeah.
So the mentality, the thing, it's good thing you put is mentality. And the thing is, mentality is not something that just changes. Talk to people about like, how you transition from point A to point B.
yeah.
Because that's personally how me I've learned to not better myself, but to see, okay, if there's something I'm weak in, I want to improve my character. Kind of watched other people, right? And I don't take another person's approach towards something as like the perfect way to go. Well, nobody matures at the same level. Some people mature 10 years later, some mature 5 years earlier.
But
Right? So
let's say this, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but I know, I'm now really going to that whole idea of our own perspectives and our own concept. So like, if you were to give a speech or talk to someone, or talk to a large group of people, a young group, maybe youth like ourselves, how would you talk? Based on social media, based on transforming into a new age, based on being yourself, based on practicing vulnerability, what would you advise?
me personally, I'll tell them from my experience.
Yes, experiences, yes.
There's two options. But maybe there's not two. But then my first option is take out time where you take yourself away from your friends, away from not necessarily solitude, but I always advise people if you've never lived alone, right? If you've never lived on your own, I advise you to do that because I never really started to discover myself. Okay,
solitude sounds like you can find it yourself.
No, but like solitude, not cut off, but like get away from noise.
So that's the reason why I'm saying I see it differently is because if let's say you live with 4 people in the house, right, and they decide to I'm going to lock my room door and I don't talk to anybody. That's my interpretation of solitude, right? When you are trying to cut yourself off from everybody else. The reason why I say living on your own really helps you. Or like for me personally, you have a lot of time to just kind of you go to work, or you go to do everything you need to do. You come back home, you start to think, okay, what's the next step, or what am I doing wrong, or not what am I doing wrong, but like how can I improve myself? How can I help my family and friends? It starts really kind of ask yourself those important questions, right? Which it's not bad when you hang out with friends, but the thing is when you're always with friends and you're always out and you're always doing like every other thing except like
social butterfly.
That was tricky because nobody
like people that are social butterflies still know how to navigate. Sometimes they still
but let's be honest, most of them are the kind of people like my brother who's they're extroverts, they have to feed off this energy. Like they cannot be alone,
But then you need to take yourself out of all because sometimes it's noise, right? Take out all the noise and just sit down and be like, okay, think about you. Because at the end of the day, the only reason why you see everybody's just hanging around now is like we said earlier, everybody's in university. Once you get out of university, you're now working. It's no longer, can we go hang out here? Can we go chill?
Can we go work?
That's it. It's like, one day I have work at 9 to 5. All of a sudden, it's like, I'm on my own. Right? So,
you don't learn how to be with yourself and be comfortable.
For me, just talking to a group of people, I'll just tell you number one. And I know it's so cliche, but the other should be yourself.
That's
it's so cliche, but
it's a very important
experience has been
it's very important to be true to who you are. Because like when you're confident in who you are and who you can, nobody can come and tell you nonsense. This age is where a lot of voices, everybody wants to have an opinion on how you should live your life and what you should do with your life. So I think it's very important to be yourself, your true self. I'm not saying some people are
find very true friends.
Yeah.
You really need.
And
keyword is true friends.
True friends. See, true friends is not 100. See,
story of my life. You do not need to be in a group of 20 people to make yourself.
That's too much.
Because even if it's too much. It's too much. But at this point in time, and I'm a very social person, and the way I treat people is that I tell people, I cannot count more than 6 friends because I know the 6 stress friends I've had from day 1 to the end of the day. I'm a very social person that you expect me someone like me getting married now. I'll have like 50 people on my brother chain, like not more than 5.
Not 100.
Because the thing is, what really comes to the eye is not really what it seems.
Yeah.
You know, as I say, if you're an extrovert, if you're someone that you like being around people's energy,
that's fine.
It's fine. That's how I am. But someone like me, when I'm in me time, oh God, I zone out. That's why I like, every time I like traveling, just go on your own, just your own thing. Be you. Some people will not
be
like
happy
you.
To be happy, confident and happy to be yourself.
If you're extroverted, you know, if you're talkative, if you're someone that's introverted, if you're someone that you're quiet, you think before you talk, be you. Because at the end of the day, the greatest gift you can ever give yourself is peace of mind. Exactly. And with your personality comes that peace of mind. Me, I'm chilling. You know? I hope you are.
Yeah, you have to be, you really have to be yourself. Yeah. And it's, the thing is, when we're saying this, or when I'm saying it, I'm not saying it like, I'm expecting people to be that way, or strictly that way, right? Like I'm saying with understanding that it takes time, but just to give people an idea.
And it's different for everybody.
Exactly,
yeah.
and I
but just be honest with yourself.
Transition. So it's been wonderful, and it's.
I think this is where
only forward, right?
It's only up and never down.
Amen.
Sometimes you go down.
Okay, let's do the
yes, but guess what? Every step back is a set of come back.
Okay. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed this episode of Kitchen Table. I know for one that I've learned so much, and it's just, just exchanging stories is something I really enjoyed, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for watching, and watch out for our next episode.